Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Working on this gas tank that is going into a 1974 Dodge pickup, though for our purposes on this video, what it's out of doesn't really matter. You can see I've filled up that hole there. That's a fuel pump hole. This is the new filler neck. The inside of this gas tank is raw steel, so obviously it's a steel tank, but the inside is not coated. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it's just raw steel because fuel tends to absorb moisture and then you end up getting some rust on the inside of the tank. So what I want to do is I want to seal this before I put it back into the vehicle. I'm going to use this POR-15 fuel tank sealer to seal it, but before I go ahead and apply this, I need to make sure that the inside of the tank is cleaned out. There are metal shavings and pieces from when I did this work and this work, so I just need to get that cleaned out. You can see all the junk that's still in here, so I'll probably go in with a magnet and try to suck all of that out of there. Use this small welding magnet, and then I'm going to wrap it in a rag, make it a little bit easier to clean when I fish it back out. So that seems to be working just fine. I'll do this, half a dozen times or however long it takes to get all that crap out of there. The instructions on this POR-15 say that I should use a degreaser and make sure that I clean out the inside. I assume that they're talking about if you have a used tank, not a brand new tank, there shouldn't be any grease in here. I am going to hit it with a little bit of brake clean to make sure that's cleaned out. But if you use a degreaser like they recommend here, and they actually use hot water as well, you need to make sure it's completely, absolutely dry inside before you apply any of this. I'm just going to dump in some of this, slosh it around, and then wipe it out as best I can with a rag. Again, this is a brand new tank. The inside should be nice and clean already. Alright, now that I've got it cleaned out, I need to plug this hole so that when I put the sealer in there and move it around, it doesn't come leaking out this. It doesn't have to be a great seal. It's not like it's going to be under gas for a long period of time or anything. But what I will use is I'm going to use this ring that holds in the sender. And then I'm just going to cut some circles of cardboard and have this ring push that against that sealing surface, and that should be good enough to keep the sealer in the tank. I've got 2 sheets of it here. That should be good enough to seal it. Alright, now I'm going to mix this up really well and pour it in. It's got a lot of warnings on the back, so I think I'm at least going to open up the garage door and probably take it outside to do this work. Make sure you've got really good ventilation or a respirator if you're using it. Alright, it says dump the whole can in and then rotate it around to coat the inside. Now we just tilt it around to get everything coated inside. Biggest challenge is going to be having it not pour out here or out of here. As you can see, I did spill a bit, but their instructions say dump the rest of it out anyway, so that's where we're headed. I don't know if you can tell, but there really isn't a lot left in there anyway. I'm just going to clean up this splatter with some brake cleaner. Alright, I think we're done. I'm going to let it sit for at least a day just to make sure it cures. It's pretty humid out right now here, but I'll be back well, in at least a day, maybe a week, and we'll take a look at the inside of it. All right, we're going in. First, let me apologize for this potato-like camera. It's the first time I've used it in any kind of production. You can see, though, got at least reasonable coverage in here. It's kind of got this silvery color to it. You can see there, it's kind of drips hanging from the top of the tank, so that shows that I got good coverage even all the way up on there. While we're in here, let's take a look at that new filler neck that I put in. Actually, the video here isn't too bad. It's a little wavy. You can kind of see the coating on here. Man, I'm shaky as hell, too. But there you go. You can see that it's got good weld penetration all the way around. And that's all I've got for you for today. Thanks for watching.